Hey gang, this is Andy. I'm now in Slovakia. I left my Starlight Suites in Budapest. And now I'm in a not-so-sweet hotel in Slovakia. It's a hotel that I've stayed at with many of the guys, but since I don't have anybody traveling with me, normally we're in an apartment here, but now I'm in like a little single bedroom get up here, just my little twin bed, or even smaller than a twin bed, and that's the whole room. I do got a view of the street though, which is pretty cool. But it's a lot different than where I was over there, and oh well, that's very nice. The bed's comfortable. Not that big of a deal. But one thing I want to do, I want to catch up on a little error I made on the last video. I mentioned that St. Andrew's hand was at the Basilica, when in actuality it's St. Stephen. It's his mummified hand that's inside that church. So I'm sorry, St. Stephen, I didn't give you the proper props. All right, everybody had a chance to look at a few dogs today. A couple of them were our search and rescue dogs that we were supposed to get for Peru. I'll go ahead and post those up, and then a couple others, a couple Malinois and a Shepherd for our police department. So far so good. It was pouring ass rain over there, and we just maybe had 10 seconds out in, it wasn't raining, 10 seconds, and then just a downpour, and didn't stop for hours. So we had to do some of the training. The lighting isn't the greatest, so this first batch of videos you're going to see of the dogs testing, the lighting is pretty bad. There's one black German Shepherd that you can barely see, but maybe you'll get the gist of his, he's actually the search and rescue dog. So you'll get a peek at what he looks like a little bit, and then hopefully tomorrow, when we test the dogs, it'll be Tuesday, because today's Monday. Tuesday, you'll be able to see a little bit more. Hopefully, we'll be able to get a little bit more light on the situation. So here I am in Zvolin, the home of the Zvolin Castle, and it's a great area, another location for some history. I'm going to actually do some studying, so that way I don't mess up on the history as I give it to you. I'm a little bit smarter than I was this morning when I made the other video. So as the days go on here, I'll give you a little bit of history. We'll take a little bit more video of the surrounding area and let you guys in on a little bit of the history and look in the stuff that's around where I'm at right now. And as we're traveling throughout the country, I think tomorrow we're actually going to go for a drive and look at some other dogs, some other locations. So I'll be making sure and taking care of that. But the Zvolin Castle has been around since the 1200s, I believe. Again, I'll look that up to make sure that I'm right, and I'll get you some information about the railway system. I had an integral part in one of the revolutions here, so the uprising, the Slovak uprising. So I'll get some of those facts together and make sure and let you in on some of that. A lot of stuff happening around the world right now, and a really big story, of course, is what happened in Norway, the shooting and the explosion, and then Amy Winehouse. No shocker that she ended up being dead, but I guess the interesting thing about it is that she's 27, along with many other rockers that lost their lives at 27, either at their own hand or by some other means. So it's really interesting that these rockers have a lot in common in dying at that young age, that in the same age of 27. I just find that really intriguing. I also wanted to welcome a couple people to our network. We had some people join up. I'm going to get their names and post those up and talk about them and how happy we are to have some people that are signing up for our video blog and signing up for our YouTube and all this other kind of stuff. So I'm going to gather a bunch of information over the next couple of days and make sure and make that a big part of our videos. All right, so let's get to looking at some of these dogs that I tested. And I think, like I said before, we had a couple Malinois and some Shepherds. Some of them were search and rescue, some were patrol work and detection work. So let's get to it right now. I'll just introduce the dogs and give you my thoughts on what we did this morning in regard to play and a little bit of bite work inside of the building. Like I said before, we had to go into the inside of a building. We were going to work outside, but because of the rain, we had to run inside. So the lighting is not the greatest, but I think you'll be able to see most of the stuff that's going on. All right, so let's start with our first dog. So this dog here, his name is Hannibal. He's a sable German Shepherd, about 2 years old. Had a really strong desire for the toy. You can see him here sniffing the drawer that we put the ball in. This is after we did a little bit of a play in the room. He went underneath the a desk, and around the couches and chairs and that kind of stuff. So pretty good inside of a building. Again, this was kind of improvised since we were going to do something else, but dogs responded well. That's what I liked about this dog, that it was able to come in here and just start working and start looking for the toy, playing with the toy, playing tug of war, that kind of thing. This room, actually, just as an added note, is a chocolate lab is staying in there right now while it's being boarded, and that's his whole room. Not where the crates are, but the whole room is his place. So here we're doing some bite work. Dog showed some stir on confidence. Took the bite well, using an undercover sleeve, stick and noise and that kind of stuff. Again, I apologize for the video quality, but I had to lighten up the videos somewhat due to the darkness. Oops, we put a hole inside the crate. After Peter put a hole in that crate, he said the dogs are getting more expensive. So here we go, a little bit of a send and a bite, a little threat with the stick. Dog did good, full mouth bite, didn't release. So here's our first Malinois of the day. This dog's name is Rex. He's 14 months old. Really light colored Malinois with some black highlights. Very cute. But good play in the room. Dog didn't show any distractions from the dog, the chocolate lab that's been living in there. Did really well. Holds on to the ball nice. So dog did a really good job. I think that he acts like he tucks underneath this desk. This is the desk I was talking about earlier. And the other Peter 2, is hiding the ball around the room. Eventually he puts it underneath the little bed there. I forget what you call that. Somebody will probably write me and tell me that what it is. Alright, so here goes this dog. Good nerves. Again, not distracted by the dog odors, working around the crates. Sticks his head underneath this desk and actually try to crawl underneath there a little bit. Probably a little residual odor left from the ball that we threw under there earlier. Using his nose well to find the toy. Tail wagging, sticks his face underneath the mattress and gets on there and fetches it out of there. Really like this dog so far. I know it's just one day. We got a lot more stuff to do. There he is using his nose to get in the drawer. Actually, strangely enough, a little smarter than that German Shepherd, was able to pry the drawer open a little bit and get to the ball. Stick his nose in there. Did most of it on his own. Got to hand it to him. That's a little bit of a plus in my eyes, and considering it's a Malinois. And what are we doing here? I forgot. Just another hide underneath the bed. Just shows him working around the couch and how he uses his nose. Like I said, right off the bat, this dog did pretty well inside this room. Got the ball really easy. That's a little dangerous. I'm not sure I would do that. Here he is using the stick. You see him pulling forward on that leash. He's not wasn't too distracted by the sleeve that was on the ground earlier. Again, taking a pretty good bunch of stick wax and noise and that kind of stuff. Like I said, I think this dog did pretty good overall, considering where we're at. Taking a little towel over the head. And I think we got a send here. Here goes the curtain rod now. We broke something else while we were in there. Let's see. This is actually Rex's brother. This is Aries. Aries looks very similar to Rex in this video, but he actually is a little bit darker. But because I had to lighten the video, it looks like it's pretty close to the same dog. But different dog. Brother from the same litter. Brother from the same mother. And again, using his nose pretty well. He had a few more issues in this room. He first came in and started sniffing around for the other dog. Again, I can't show you all the video because it would just take too long. We took him around that table because early on he had a little bit of an issue with that table, but recovered well. I like that in a dog. I like it when a dog has an issue and then comes back and improves the next time we try something. He has a little bit of a clacky mouth. He was clacking his teeth together a little bit. You see him smell that chair a little bit. A little bit of that shows you a little bit of that distraction on the dog odor that was inside that room. But overall, a really good dog. Full mouth bite. Both Malinois had full mouth bite, not very chewy. Really like that. Going up to the bed. We fixed the curtain rod, so I don't have to pay for that now. You can see how Peter's kind of decoying down to the dog, probably because the dog was showing a little weakness in the bite. So we want to make sure and make sure the dog had a big win and didn't finish on a downer. So he's trying one more time, just to see how he reacts. And again, the dog recovered well, so now he's not coming down as much. All right, this is a black German Shepherd. This dog, right now we are just testing for search and rescue for our Reth, our customer in Peru. And very nice dog. Good looking dog, all black, papered, pedigree. So everything's all good. This dog did really good, really nice close barker. We did this a few times around the room, didn't show any distraction. And after this we saw a female German Shepherd. For some reason the video didn't come out. So that's it. So that's it for today. We're going to be, actually that was yesterday. We're going to be shooting some more video today of the dogs. It's not raining today, so we should have some success and a little bit better circumstances for our video. All right, so I will see you probably a little later today or tomorrow. All right, take care. Bye.